Welcome to this presentation about converting your DVDs to a universal format. This is my trainee David, and feel free to ask any questions throughout the process if you're not understanding the steps. A little introduction to this process here. This is a handy thing to have to know how to do if you ever want to watch a DVD you already own, possibly on your phone, on a laptop, on any portable device, but you wouldn't need a disc, a physical disc for it. So you could, if you know how to do this process, you would know how to watch your videos anywhere, and you would know how to convert your videos to do that. This process will teach you how to make a DVD into an MP4 format, which is a universal format that can be played on any type of disc. We're going to utilize two different programs called DVD Shrink and Handbrake, and we'll use them in conjunction with each other to get our end result. The best part about this process is that it's free. You don't have to pay a third-party software like iTunes for your same movie but in a different format. This helps you so you don't have to pay twice for the same thing, basically. Before we begin, we're going to need internet access, the program DVD Shrink, the program Handbrake, a place that you want to store your files, your DVD files, and your finished files, and you're going to want a title of the DVD you want to convert. Before we begin, you're going to want to make sure that your internet access is stable. You're going to want to make sure you have enough space on your hard drive to store your DVD files, your program files, and your finished product file that you will be using. Since we are using a laptop today with enough space on it, we will not need to worry about this. And since we are only doing one file, we're not going to worry about this. Space will not be an issue. You shouldn't try to perform this task with insufficient drive space because it could end up damaging your DVD. So we're going to jump right in here, and we're going to go to the Handbrake website. So on the website, it will be very simple to do when you see this big red download button. You're going to want to click on that, and it will automatically install into your downloads folder if you are using Google Chrome.
Okay, you're going to have to help me to get in. Just click Google Chrome.
You don't have to do the install parts.
But you have to click Google Chrome?
No, you don't have to do this.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I can tell you when to follow along.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, we're gonna click the download button, and if you're using Google Chrome, it will almost automatically always download into your downloads folder. But if you are not using Google Chrome, you'll want to navigate to that folder and save it in there. It's usually a very short process to download these programs. They almost download instantaneously. So once you have that installed, you can go to your downloads folder and double click the file that you downloaded, and it will bring up an option to run. And you're going to want to click run, and it will automatically bring up this installer here. This is a picture of the welcome message, and we don't need to do anything on this window except click next. So after we click next, we're going to come to this license agreement window, and all you have to do on this window again is click I agree button, which is the same thing as the next button. I agree button will automatically take you to the next window. On this window, this is the next window, you will, in this box, choose the place you want the program file to be installed. But since the destination folder box, it has a pre-populated destination in there, and this is the best spot for it. It is in the programs folder, and it stores it with all the other folders in your computer, so that is the best spot for it. So we don't need to change this at all. Very simple. We're going to click install on this window after
But that's already installed.
after that window, and then after it's done installing, it'll have a finished window saying the program has finished installing, and you can click finish to X out of that. The next program we are going to install is called DVD Shrink, and same thing as the handbrake process. We're going to go to the downloads folder and double click the file. Then you will click run, and it will bring up this this window right here. That's the welcome message for this particular program. After you click next, you will begin to come to this screen right down here. This screen is the same as the license agreement on the handbrake installer. It's a little bit different here. We have two options. I accept the agreement and I do not accept the agreement. You're going to want to click the accept option and click next. And that option brings you right up to here where it will let you choose a spot to store your program file. But again, this is the best spot for it, so you want to just click next right away. After you have chosen that option, you can click next, and it will be ready to install then. And once you click install, it will begin automatically installing onto your computer, and after it is finished, it will let you close out, and you will have a icon right there on your desktop automatically. So now we're going to go into converting your DVD. We're going to start doing that process now, and we're going to use DVD Shrink first. A little introduction about this program. This program is meant to take your DVD and make an exact virtual copy of it. So when it's all said and done, you will have an exact virtual copy of your DVD. It will be a file, not a physical disc. It will have that capability if you ever wanted to put it on a disc, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to use the file. I like using this program because if something were to happen to go wrong, you would just be damaging your file copy and not your actual DVD. So, first thing to do is to open DVD Shrink. And once you open it, you can start following along now. Open DVD Shrink, and once you open it, you'll see a blank window like this right here.
Okay, and where would DVD Shrink be at here?
It should be right on the desktop on the left-hand side.
I'm sorry, I don't see it. Oh, right there. Just
Yep.
double click it.
Yes, double click it.
Got it.
You should see a window just like this.
Got it.
Okay. Once it's open, you're going to want to put a DVD in.
I believe that's in here already.
Yep. Okay. And then you can open your disc by clicking Open Disk up here in the top left-hand corner. The Open Disk button.
Got it.
Okay. Once you've clicked Open Disk, it will let you choose the spot for your DVD. A dialog box will come up where you can choose where your DVD is located.
It just says Open DVD Disc.
Once Open DVD Disc.
Or just click OK.
Yes, that is your DVD. So you will be able to click OK.
Okay.
Yep, just like on the directions here. It should look like this. Did you have a window that looks like this?
Yes.
Okay. A little tip is that if you only have one disk tray in your computer, it will automatically be selected. So if you only have one disk in there right now, it'll automatically select it for you. So once you click OK, the program will start analyzing the disk. and it'll have a pop-up window that looks like this. And in this window, it shows you the time remaining, decryption status, rate, analysis of frames per second, and lots of status indicators. When the program is done analyzing the disk, it displays a full breakdown of the disk into separate parts. In this example, you have menus, main movie, and extras is the main parts that this particular movie is broken into. On the right hand side, you can see the language options and the subtitle options that this movie had. After you know you have these in your window and everything worked, you can click backup in the top bar, indicated by the red circle.
You want me to do that?
Yes.
Got it.
You might run into this pop-up window here.
Okay.
It says the DVD appears to be RCE protected. This means it's not a problem or anything. It just means that if you decide to keep it on there, you can only play it in USA or Canada, or in that particular region that your DVD is associated with. If you decide to leave it, if you decide to take it off, that means that you could play it anywhere in the world. So you can decide to either leave it on or leave it off, depending on where you're going to be playing this movie. After you click backup, it should begin to bring you up to this pop-up window here. This window that looks like this, you want the top option to be ISO image file.
Got it.
And you want the bottom option to be a place where you can easily find the file when you're done. This is going to be your DVD backup file. I recommend putting it on the desktop so it's easy to find. By doing that, you can click Browse, the Browse button, navigate to your desktop like you did earlier.
It does already say desktop on it.
Okay, good. If it's in there automatically, that's all the better. Once you have the options in there that are like in this example, you can go ahead and click OK, and it will begin to start encoding your DVD, which means it's beginning to make the backup DVD file. You'll have a window here. You can see a preview of the movie, where it's at in the movie, the time remaining, buffered, rate, and decryption status. It's a little different than the pop-up window before when it was analyzing, where it was analyzing frames per second instead of rate. This may take some time to complete depending on the length of your DVD.
Right.
Alright, just a...
It'll be a few more seconds, 30 seconds, and we're done. You can start talking. We'll be done in a few seconds.
Okay, this process took a long time to complete, so we skipped the middle part where most of the time was consumed. After your video is done encoding, you should have a message that looks like this.
Got it.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. When this message pops up, you will be able to just click OK, and it'll bring you back to the main DVD shrink screen, and you can X out of that program.